And we are back. What up, Chip Fu? All righty.
Yo, man.
Back for more. I can't get enough. So we're
Yeah, it's crazy. We always do this, man. But you bring the hypeness out of me. I don't even know why I'm so hyped right now.
I got to give you your flowers while you're still here, baby. So
Hey, man, I need to be giving you flowers, Aki. You have a poster of me on your wall in the back. Like, I can't even believe that, yo.
no
You a
doubt.
true historian, Aki.
I
I gotta give
appreciate
you
that.
props, Ak, man. You go where no man is gone, bro.
I try to dig deep while I'm still on planet Earth, man. So
Nah, I hear that. I hear that.
let's
Hopefully
get
the
back.
people are join back with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to everybody joining back because this has been definitely interesting, and we still want to hear some more YZ stories. I think we're about to get into It's Got to Stop.
Okay, okay.
Why is it in a place? Big up. For all you weak ass niggas out there with that bullshit, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. Yeah, it's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. Check it out. I'm sick of hearing that whack ass crap plastic act like brand Nubian. What cipher do you be in? I had to ask cause the shit you kick is nonsense. You're never thinking in your silence past tense. I wild with the boom bow, you foul when you must be a beat leader, nigga.
Lay off the cow.
Take the day off before I spray you off the shelter, hit the floor. I spot punk ass niggas soon as they walk in the door. And they always fucking talking that gangster. I'm murdering me.
Take us back.
Man, yo. All right. Terminator was one of my artists. He's on Holy One in the beginning talking. That's him there. That chat right there. That's him. Um Again, I was using this young crew of producers under Mark Spark, the God Squad, and they were coming up with tracks that were just, to me, really just boom bap relative beats of the times, and I was feeling them. And Terminator was like, "Yo, I love this beat," and uh, and I said, "Oh yeah, you feeling that?" He's like, "Yo, all these people with that rapping and shit, with that craziness and shit, it's got to stop. It have to stop. It have to stop. It have to stop." And I was just like, that's it right there.
Right.
And so I think that even though the energy is a bit high on that, the voice is mine. Like, I can even hear my voice today in that. Like, so um you don't really hear Holy One, but you hear me. And just until you just played it right now. But when you just played it, I can hear my voice. And usually I don't hear my voice when I hear my music. And so I like that about it. When you listen to it, I mean, it's saying what it's saying. All these cats out here talking about this craziness and bullshit, and not bringing the real funk. I was getting in their ass about it, and I was a hardhead like that, man. You get
Right.
me, but you know that already. Most people knew that about me. Like, you really couldn't fuck with YZ without YZ fucking back with you. Like, I was just gonna be like, because I'm a Sagittarius, man. I'm a cynic by nature. Like, I mean, and I don't mean to be, but it's just who I am.
Right.
And excuse my language, fuck you if you don't like it. That's how I feel.
Right.
And not to be all cocky about it. I mean, it's just like, people can't deal with honesty, man. You know
Uh,
they
I,
can.
I heard you name drop Brand Nubian. Was there an issue with Brand Nubian in that song?
No, I said pass the gat like brand new being.
Ah,
Pass the gat, because remember they had that pass the gat.
yeah.
I was giving them their props. I love brand new being. Matter of
Right.
fact, Pooba and I have always been cool and passing. We ain't never been like the closest of friends, but we've always been able to have conversations and chill. You get me? As a matter of fact, I'm cool with all of Brand Nubians. Really, I've had conversations with Sadat. I've had conversations with Lord Jamal. You get me? But Pooba, I always had a place in my heart for Pooba. Like, I mean, because Pooba, before even Brand Nubians, he was making music that I was loving,
Right.
like, that people don't really remember. And I just, because he used to be in a group called uh Ah, what were they
The
called?
it wasn't a fort.
Ah,
Help us out.
what was it?
I know somebody's gonna get it.
Yeah,
I
the name of the Puba's group was called, because it was Don
Masters of
Barron.
Ceremony. That's right.
That's it. Somebody put it up there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, Masters. And I used to love listening to that dude's voice. And so when we became, acquainted, I was just like, yo, you don't even know, nigga, how we would talk, but I was a huge fucking fan of that nigga's voice because nobody was really kicking it like Puba back then,
Right.
you know. And if you did, you might have him to deal with, and he was just too nice with it.
Yeah,
Because
definitely. He was
Puba could
always one of
play.
my favorites.
Yeah, he could play with shit that you might not want to really fool with. Really, there's a
Right.
few MCs like that could really just take you there. Kane was like that too. I'm surprised Kane ain't really getting to a bunch of new dudes' ass, and it probably would have been murder, like bloody murder, because he was just ridiculous with puns, yo.
Right. Let's jump into Newborn.
Everybody, man,
That's New Child again.
you say, yeah. Guess who's having a baby? I'm feeling kinda crazy, ja, and I having babies at the same time. Brothers of the same mind, feeling kinda happy like a kid in a candy store. Look what we're in store for.
Were you having a newborn at the time?
Okay, I was when I wrote that. My DJ, that my son, who was actually the focal point of my whole project. He's in the Ghetto's Been Good to Me video. He was the Ghetto's Been Good to me. Um, I was having a child, actually my only child, and Ja, my DJ, was having a baby, and at the same time, we both girls were pregnant at the same time, and I was elated because I never really thought I was going to be a father ever. I always thought I wanted to have 10 kids, but I never have one.
Right.
And then my daughter, who is my heart, but she, in all actuality, she's my daughter because I raised her and she's adopted, but she's my cousin, and I don't say that because she's my cousin. She's my daughter.
No
My
doubt.
daughter. Um, so if I have one, biological son, and when I wrote that, I wish I would have done the flow a little bit different. But again, like I was saying, people heard me differently, and then I fell into that too. So that song is about him and my feeling at the time when I was about to be a father, and it was a weird time, man. I was like really just coming into my own. Even though I started my first company at 16, it took a while to really get to where I wanted to be. And when I was in New York, man, I felt like, man, I'm home right now. This is it. And I've got a baby on the way too. And I just felt like, man, I'm walking on cloud nine right now. And that song is supposed to represent that. I don't necessarily know if it really does, but, and the track is mine. I did the track.
Okay. So
So
let's jump into Life Under Pressure.
now this is my shit. Now, hold on. Can you stop it for a second? Before we start, people notice New Child is in every record. He's in Life Under Pressure. He's in every record. Now, mind you, he was supposed to be that was supposed to be Adolf. Adolf is going to be everywhere in the record because I was trying to get him put on, but Adolf, we got into some issues, and I found with Pee Wee, I found New Child up in Harlem, fell in love with him and his voice and energy. And everywhere I went, I took him. And if I was recording, you heard his voice. So if you listen to that album, his voice is everywhere. It's nice and dark, and this 19-year-old kid with this nasty, dark, smelling like smoke everywhere he went, and he was a nuisance, yo. Burnt. Y'all remember we were in. Anyway, let's talk about it after we get past the music.
All right.
Oh, stop. One other thing. When I wrote my lyrics, I wrote it about Adolf. That first verse is about Adolf, but because I took him off the song, I changed it and put NC instead of Adolf. But the truth is that verse is not about New Child. It's about Adolf. So a lot of people don't know that. So what you're hearing is me griping at Adolf. Okay. And for the record, if we got a little bit of time, let that first verse run.
All right. Absolutely.
I love this record.
I look fucked up and my eyes are kinda hazy, cause my nigga NC is fucking about to drive me crazy. A sick AY motherfucker can give two shits about me or my fucking mother. But I don't give a fuck either, cause if you diss me and live to talk about it, see, you best believe that. You hit the floor black on your back, black Kojak, you best the Kodak. All the facts and act like you know.
No, nigga.
Save the fucking for the hoe. I freeze at 32 below, and right now I'm hot and about to boil over. Told you go enjoy your car, but don't overheat your motor. Boy, watch to grow up, be a man, take heed, take care, always be aware, know who's in there. If you're on my side, it'll be alright. Take it in stride, ain't got nothing to hide. My wisdom body bent backwards, don't let me get personal, cause then I wanna fuck shit up, but get your weight up. Always stay paid up, brother, you can't fall, I won't let you. It's just life under pressure.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something, Mark.
All right.
Remember I told you, if it was up to me, Holy One, that record is Holy One Part 2.
Right.
To me. And every record would have sounded exactly like that. That's Beta, the same crew, the same two guys together, energy of Holy One, same beat. Listen to the beat. What sounded like that? What sounded like that then, and whatever sounded like that again?
Right.
Listen to the track. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like, like, it's hard for me to like really talk to folks about how, because like I said, I go on vibration. I can't hear. I go on vibration. And if certain records just like grab my soul, Aki, and Holy One grabbed my soul, that record grabbed my soul. It's something about the track that made me angry and made me want to tell this nigga to fuck off, because he was living in my house, smoking weed every day, which is cool because I was giving it to him because he couldn't go to sleep without it. Giving me and my lady at the, a problem all day, every fucking day, and then on top of all the bullshit, and Adolf know I love him, so and he know I'm the truth. Like I tell the truth. That's why this nigga called me today, because I tell the truth. Nigga, you were getting on my motherfucking nerves. Real talk. And then blame me for losing his deal at Tommy Boy when that was his fucking fault. You get me?
Right.
And I wanted to let this nigga have it. Now, so this is why I'm saying Naughty by Nature and them shouldn't be upset with me. That nigga lived in my house. I loved him. And I dissed the fuck out of him because he was getting on my goddamn nerves. But I did it. But I did. Yo, look, do you realize, man, you can't be mad at somebody that you don't love. If you don't love them, that's why I say Naughty and them, they got my respect. Kane got my respect. Even though I wasn't really doing it for me, the fact that I was willing to do it, man, if I didn't love Kane, I couldn't diss him. You get me? Right. If I wasn't feeling this nigga, I couldn't diss him. This nigga, I made Adolf. I found him off the street. Real talk. So what I'm saying to you is, like, I love hip-hop, but hip-hop ain't fun and games. It's violent. It's violent. I mean, it's the picture of the real streets. And if you can't, that's why I didn't want to fucking do you know, ghetto's been good to me, nigga. Because the ghetto ain't been nice. Real talk. Like, so, you know, not all the time. Don't get me wrong. It's been good to me. I take that back. But it ain't
Right.
nice all the time.
Right.
It ain't nice all the time. It ain't nice when, you know, niggas is out here and can't, you know, find a place to live and they got to live under the bridge. That's not cool. Because there ain't no reason why anybody in America should be living under a bridge. Nobody. We're just too greedy. That's it. We're too fucking greedy. It should be no homeless people here. Real talk.
Right.
And life under pressure is that. Why is there homelessness, nigga? Why? We are rich. Think about this, family, on some real shit. We talk about deficits and shit. COVID hit. These niggas find a way to send everybody a check. And all you had to do was file for unemployment, whether you was working or not. And they sent that money to these motherfuckers. For real, for real. Yet,
Right.
we got niggas living under the bridge? Come on, man. It just,
Right.
you know, it just makes me, it just angers me, man. But anyway, I love Adolf. But that nigga had to get it. He had to get it. He had to. And I hate that I had to take his name out of it because we were going through shit. Because NC, he was a pain in the ass too, but he was not Adolf. Adolf was a pain in the ass. And probably still a pain in the ass to somebody today. Don't change my love for him. I love him. That nigga could come live in my house right now. I love him. Don't change the fact that he had a pain in the ass.
Right.
And I had to tell him. And I did. And I love the verses because of it. I let that nigga have it. He ain't never let me have it back, did he?
Nope.
And Adolf is an MC.
Right.
A battle rap MC. Never did he come back and say something to me. Why? Because I would have slapped the shit out of him. And he know it. But I would have did it out of love. I ain't saying this out of anger. I love that dude.
Right.
Anyway.
All right.
I know I hate to say, because Adolf is probably looking at this. And I don't care. Like, if he is, chime him in. I love that dude.
Right. No doubt. Let's go to a track that he is on. He's on Acid Rain, right?
What is this?
Acid Rain?
Oh, yeah. Now, New Child. Like I said, New Child is on everything. If you could skip my verse, can you go to New Child's verse? Because I hate my verse.
Let's check it out.
Can you skip my verse? That's it.
Only if you're blood, only if you're real, and not a fucking dud. I'm a fun plugger, nappy-headed black woman stuffer.
Known to the people as a super.
Sick motherfucker kicking flows that's illegal. Mad technician, the love to go fishing.
I think he accidentally logged off. He should be on any second. Hope everybody is enjoying this history lesson at the moment. See where he's at. Appreciate everybody logging on. Play some more. Guess I could play some more while we wait on him.
I grew up in the Mecca City's Hell's Kitchen. The meal that I'm fixing is strictly for the blacks. Fuck house niggas up in town with the slacks. Take a step back while I take a step to ya. I sink like manure, cause I'm a walking Buddha. Through the jungle, I'll be humble when it's right. Too much ghetto in me won't hold my ass tight. Visualize the picture if I hit you with this trigger. Cause in your shit again is the rhyming ass nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. So what do you say? I said hickory, dickory, dock. Brothers do the dope, feed the bitches suck the cock. But you don't stop, cause you can't stop.